I'm Mark. This is Lauren, Catherine's parents. First, Laura and I would like to thank you all for being here and celebrating this special occasion. We would also like to thank the Leslies for so graciously welcoming Katherine into their family. Well, fellas, it's been the four of you and Chris for a very long time. Now you have two strong women to contend with. That's a lot of girl power. It looks to me like it's about even now. I feel I need to share a dream that I had recently. Maybe it was a little nightmare. It was about this wedding. In this dream, I happened to be reviewing an itinerary, a timeline of events. Opening music, 10 minutes. Vows, 20 minutes. I get down to the FOB speech, father of bride. And it says 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Well, I began to break out into a sweat. You know how dreams are. I start bouncing around. I don't know how long it was before I circled back to reading the program timeline, other than my shirt was soaking wet by then. This time, I'm reviewing the timeline, but I have my reading glasses on. I get to the FOB speech, and it reads 4-5 minutes. 4 to 5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, you've all been saved by the hyphen. I have a saying, and that is, life is about recoveries. We all experience bumps in the road. Some are small, some are medium, and some are really big. The important thing is how we address them. Figure out a plan and try to resolve them the best we can so we can move forward and focus on the positive things in life. Some of the little bumps we can address on our own. For the bigger ones, it's often best to get some assistance. As you all know, the original wedding plans were to be at Bel Air Bay Club. Well, the fires on January 7th changed a lot of things. It became apparent that having the wedding at Bel Air was not going to happen. There's nothing like being all dressed up and no place to go. Planning for the wedding had been going on for well over a year. What do we do now? Can we find another venue for the same date? Do we have to cancel the wedding for April 5th? Rescheduling another date would be a true nightmare. Some way, somehow, the heavens opened up. The Los Angeles Country Club was available for April 5th. We said, yes, book it. Now, this is when the recovery mode began. Ryan put on his big boy pants. Katherine put on her Lululemons. The two of them, along with Chrissy, their wedding coordinator, went into full-blown motion to put this event together. Some of the original vendors were able to move to the venue, some were not, and new agreements had to be put together. This was all done in a matter of weeks. It was unbelievable what they did in such a short period of time. So here we are at this historical and storied country club with all of you. I think you would all agree this was one heck of a recovery. Congratulations, well done. The message here, Katherine and Ryan, is you are now a team. There will always be bumps in the road. Know when the two of you need to work together to address issues. This is a time that I'm supposed to share with you something that many of you, including Ryan, may not know about Katherine. Our darling daughter, our angel, was a slob. Yep, her bedroom was a constant disaster zone. It always looked like it had been hit by a tornado. Katherine believed there was no need for clothes hangers or drawers. Why bother with them when you have an entire bedroom floor to use? I never knew what color her bedroom carpet was. It was always covered with clothes thrown everywhere. As you can imagine, it was a constant battle trying to get her to buy into a tidier living arrangement. So one day I'm in her bedroom having another discussion about cleaning her room up, and I ask her, Katherine, how can you possibly find anything in this mess? She says, that's easy. You just have to know where to look. So I finally gave up, came to an agreement with her, and said, if you're going to live like this, you need to keep your door closed at all times. That door stayed shut for years. I don't know exactly when it happened. It was definitely after high school, but Katherine became a clean freak. Now everything is organized and has to be in the right place. Who would have known that there could be such a drastic change? Then there was college at SMU, graduation, and the move back home to the Palisades. Following graduation came a job in a world surrounded by all grown-ups. A big change from her previous 22 years, but a change she was ready for. Next was COVID, something we all had to deal with, but definitely was not a plus for any young single-person social life. Interacting and meeting other young people pretty much went on hold. Towards the end of COVID, Ryan and Katherine met. After they had been dating for a while, I began to notice a change. Katherine developed a new glow. Her aura began to radiate this new happiness. I think we can now refer to this as the rye glow. That is spelled capital R-Y with a big hyphen and a glow. I'm sorry, but I have this new affinity for hyphens. Our hope is that the two of you continue to glow, and may that glow get brighter and brighter as the years move forward. So let's raise our glasses and toast the new Mr. and Mrs. Leslie.
I just wanted to say, there's no way I could make a speech. I would cry. If you saw me at the ceremony, the tears were coming down. I just want to say we love you so very, very much. We are so excited for the future that you will have together, and we wish you all the love, joy, and happiness for your lifetime. Thank you.
Shorter than the average group height. Hi, everyone. My name is Allie. Technically, technically, Katherine is my cousin, but always more like an older sister to me, and I couldn't be more excited to celebrate her and Ryan here tonight. Funny enough, Katherine and I only discussed me giving this speech about 2 weeks ago. My response was, no worries. I've been planning this pretty much 2 weeks after your first date with Ryan. Huge thank you to the O'Donnells and Leslies for such an amazing weekend to celebrate you two. Growing up with Katherine, I've always admired her ability to see things so clearly. She's the person everyone goes to for advice because she makes the complicated situations seem so simple. You leave conversations with her thinking, how did I not think of that? She's always known who she is and what she wants with a trust that things will unfold at just the right time. And looking at her and Ryan tonight, I think she's all made a pretty good choice. From elementary school carpools to family trips together, we always had a lot of time to talk about the important things. Friends, family, in my opinion, most importantly, dating. I'd always ask Katherine, so who's your type these days? And instead of the standard response of nice or has a job, Katherine would respond, oh, I don't know if I'm looking for something specific. It probably just depends on the person. If I really had to say, it might be someone originally from LA, left for college, came back, is tall, is close with his family, his friends, is passionate about his job, what he does, is kind, smart, loves animals. For those of you who have never been single in Los Angeles, you generally have better luck finding a Martian here than someone like that. But Katherine is pretty special, and it turns out Katherine didn't even need to go searching very far to find this perfect man. because, as you heard earlier tonight, they'd already crossed paths a few years earlier in life. And they actually met at a get-together at Katherine's, and just enough to follow each other on Instagram, which is, Katherine's bar for Instagram, very high, so that already says a lot. Thank goodness they reconnected a few years later. I remember the first time I met Ryan at his apartment in Manhattan Beach. I left and I texted Katherine in all caps, quote, "Love Ryan." Followed quickly by, "I think him and my brother Austin would really get along." It wasn't just that Ryan happened to have so many qualities that Katherine had described all those years. It was just that they made so much sense together. I could instantly see him as part of the family. As I got to know Ryan, I saw how he and Katherine shared so many of the same qualities too. Calmness, confidence, loyalty, and this natural ability to make everyone feel so at ease. As a couple, I think they're so unique in how they brought so many people here together around them. From the friends they've introduced who are now couples, to the dinner parties and all the late night dart sessions they used to host at their old apartment. They've really built something that I think makes everyone feel so included and so welcome. I think everyone here tonight is a huge testament to that. Of all the time I've been lucky enough to spend with them, my absolute favorite memory is when Ryan, not finally, but finally told me he was thinking about proposing. He said, "It's just because I love Katherine so much." I think about this moment to this day probably 3 times a week, because I just don't think I've ever heard such honestly an amazing testament to how simple and amazing and obvious love like theirs can be. It perfectly captures what Katherine and Ryan are, so special, two people who've always known exactly who they are, recognizing something in each other when the timing was just right. So here's to Katherine and Ryan, to finding your person at the exactly right time, to building a life that's large enough to welcome everyone, including Pepper, into it, and to the kind of love that's so seamless, so obvious, and so right from the start. I couldn't be happier for you both, and I can't wait to be by your side for what comes next. We love you. To Katherine and Ryan!
Yes, Allie, beautiful. Now, we would like to call up the best man, so please give it up for Jensen Hodge.
All right. Let's give it up for our bride and groom one more time. Bride guy, you did it. We're so proud of you. So proud of you. My name's Jensen, and it is an honor to be Ryan's best man. Before I get started, I'd like to give a big thank you to the Leslies and the O'Donnells for bringing us all together for an amazing celebration. I first met Ryan at Georgetown 15 years ago. Both searching for a roommate, we've been introduced through mutual friends. Our first few text messages to one another speak a lot about our friendship during college. Do you like girls? Yes. Do you like to party? Yeah. Do you keep the room clean? Kinda. Seemed like we'd make decent roommates after all. So Ryan popped the question, and I said yes. Katherine, I beat you to the punch. I didn't know it then, but I just met my best friend. Over the course of the next 4 years, Ryan and I palled around together everywhere. We made friends together. We joined a fraternity together. We went to class together, bars together. We were together so often that people forgot who we were and mixed up our names, and still do to this day. People think that I'm Ryan's brother all the time. One night that I'll never forget, and I know a lot of the Georgetown crew here will feel the same, was the final send-off of our favorite college dive, Rhino Bar and Pump House. The next day, it was set to transform into a Ralph Lauren store, but not before Ryan was going to send it off with a proper farewell. When the lights came on at 2 a.m. and the crowd started heading towards the door, Ryan had a different idea. He hopped behind the bar, swapped shirts with the bartender, and started pouring free drinks for everyone there. It was absolute chaos, pure Ryan, freaking legendary. I'll tell you tonight, Ryan is the ultimate connector. The kind of person who brings people together effortlessly. After college and a whirlwind, even somewhat dangerous trip to Southeast Asia, Ryan headed to LA and I headed to New York City. But no amount of distance could shake our friendship. A few years ago, I spent a summer working in Los Angeles, Ryan's town. And he made it his personal mission to introduce me to just about everyone he knew. Thanks to him, I instantly felt at home, surrounded by new friends who, without a doubt, welcomed me because of Ryan's reputation and his incredible ability to be the heart of everything. Ryan's charisma, fun-loving, and always thoughtful character make him an instant friend to everyone he meets. And if you're not a friend of Ryan's, you want to be. He's a social butterfly whose loyalty to his friends, family, and now his forever partner, Katherine, make him the best friend that I have. Katherine, I am so happy you and Ryan found each other. In you, he's truly found his perfect match. Seeing Ryan and Katherine together, it's clear that they bring out the best in each other. Katherine sharing just as much passion and intensity for life. Whether it's the way she keeps him grounded or the way she embraces his fun-loving spirit, their relationship is a perfect balance. I remember the first time I met Katherine when they visited me and my wife in Ojai. Of course, Ryan had planned a round of golf, something deeply important to him, and Katherine happily tagged along. That was the first of many golf outings. So many. And countless moments when I saw how much she loves and supports him, and just how happy she makes my friend. I am thrilled for you both and wish you all the best in your marriage. Katherine, as I thought about you in preparing how I would finish this speech and how to properly express what an extraordinary person you are, I realized that only by quoting Shakespeare could I adequately express how lucky Ryan is to be marrying you. So Ryan, paraphrasing Shakespeare, some men are born to greatness, some men rise to greatness, and some men are made great. Well, today, you were made great. So let's all raise our glasses to the couple we all love so much. May you have a lifetime of laughter, adventure, and love. I love you guys so much.